Hey guys, Gameboy3800 here once again, and the Bolide felt a bit slow. Actually, it hasn't at all, but that's an excuse for me to say I wanted to overclock the system even more than it already is. So, yeah. So I overclocked it. I tried to overclock it to 4.7. It got to the desktop and did not do much else. It just blue screened. Now it's at 4.6, and voltage is right below 1.4 volts. As soon as I confirm or not confirm that 4.6 is a thing, I'll tune it down some more. See if it'll be not horrible. Before, the CPU pump was like making some weird noise because it was going like from low to high, and the liquid was doing some weird thing. So now I just had it to full speed. You can actually barely hear it if I turn down the top fans. It still does make kind of a hum though, so. Top fans are the only ones being pushed up to help with the radiator because the radiator is up top. So yep, we're at a lovely 4.6. That's not too blurry, and mouse no longer in the way. And with Add 64, I need to buy the retail version, so trial version's not the thing. Whatever, screw it. Go. Okay, that's the sound I was making before. So that tells me it's not the CPU pump. That tells me it's the fans. Like one of the fans has a bad bearing? What? Listen. Okay, it's not doing it anymore. And it actually is staying a relatively level. And with the CPU pump all the way up, the CPU as a whole isn't getting much higher than 70. Right now, it could heat up, because water. Okay, so that, I don't know what that would be. Would that be a bearing? Listen to that. Why is it doing that sound? Is that what a bearing going bad sounds like? I've never heard a bearing going bad. I've heard it when I was completely shot, but it didn't sound like that. It's not the pump, because the pump was already set to full speed. So what is it? Okay, it's now heating up. It's now mid-70s. With the high core being in the low 80s. So far, no throttling or anything like that. So it seems to be performing. I'll let it go for maybe 15 or 20 minutes. But that sound. Is it a fan? What is that sound? That's weird. Okay, we're here in the BIOS. And if I go to the CPU fan, you see it's at full speed. If I exit out, you see that channel 3 and channel 4 fans are the radiator fans. All the other fans in the system are controlled by the top panel thing. So let's go to the fan control. Channel 3, let's set it up to full speed and listen. Nothing abnormal there. I'm going to set it back down to silent. Let's wait for it to get all the way down. Now we're on to channel 4 fan. I'm going to set it up to full speed as well. And there it is. So one of the radiator fans seems to be not doing too well. So I'm going to set it back down to silent. And I'm going to do a full manual control here. 75. 75, okay. So PWM. At what point does it get to be the thing? Let's find out. So 50%? Apply? Not hearing anything at 50. 60? $70? Let's try 70. That seems to be when it kicks it up a notch. It went way faster from 60 to 70 than it did from 50 to 60. Alright, let's go up just a few more then at 75. See if that does it. $80? It might only be at 100%, which means that the fans were going at 100% at some point. $85? I started to hear something. It might be 90. I can only go to 91. Okay. So 91%. Nothing wrong there. 95 or 94. Can I get it to 95? Nope. 94 it's going to have to be. Okay, so right at that tipping point, something happens. So that means I have to do something to let it not do that. So I'm going to set to silent. Manual. Why can't I just adjust the silent one? Okay, so seems like at whatever that one is, it's there. So that's all the way down. Yep, that's matching that. And then it's got that one there. So it's going to have to be up to 90. And then if only I could move this one somewhat. Because you can see it really aggressively goes up there, but now it more gradually goes up. But does that really help at all? Channel 3, maybe I should set the standard to help compensate. I don't know. All I know is right now one of my fans is dying. Which is good. It's very good that it's not the pump. But also not very good that it's the fan. So I'm going to have to put a new fan on whatever the channel 4 fan is. I'm going to have to find that out. Thankfully I do have tons more fans, so it's not too big of an issue. But that was the noise issue. I don't really know what to do with the thing here, so I'm just going to set them both back to silent and hope that does a thing. I'll set the pump down to silent as well, so it can do the thing and stay alive. And now, advanced. 4.6 didn't work, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to set it back down to 4.4, and I never did tune it. It was always at like 1.37 or something, so 44. Memory, 2400, that's good. So let's see. Let's try 1.35 on both the cache and the CPU. And ooh, that doesn't sound good. Alright. Well then, let's see if it'll survive the test this time. The other time, 11 minutes in, it said hardware failure and stopped. So yeah. Be right back. Alright, we're back under load. Nowhere near as loud as before. Voltages are, I think, pretty much as far down as they've been for a while. Maybe I can bring them down further. Oh. Oh. There we go. Had to get or stop the testing in order for CPU-Z to do the thing and not be dead on me. Yep, 1.35, 4.4, that's what it's pretty much been at. It used to be much higher in voltage because I had like 4.5 for a long time. And then trying to run 2 users at once, both using 100% CPU usage, that killed it, so it was, well, it didn't kill it, it made a blue screen, but you know what I mean. Ooh, Haswell E/EP, although EP is Xeon, so whatever. Alright, it seems like this one will go without issue. We're staying in the 60s across the board, it seems. With the one weird oddball being in the 80s somehow? What? I don't know. I say ignore that. And we're just gonna see the things. Alright, I know you don't want to stare at this for another 10 minutes, so I'll cut away if it fails or not. Yay! Alright, it's been running good for 10 minutes now, so I'm going to stop it here. I think it's good to go down lower, but first thing I want to do is get a new fan on there. Until then, that's it for this video. Thanks, Gameboy out.